I told you the problem with Young Miami a long time ago. I diagnosed it. The problem with the City Girls is that they were never into music. Literally, QC gave them their name. They got their raps written for them by whether it was Yachty or someone else. Once they got on, and after the first couple years where they were like this new sound where everyone's like, oh my God, the City Girls, this is that. It was like provocative. It was like real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga, big Birkin bag to the top. But after that wave, there were other women who did it better. I keep telling y'all, Sexy Red killed all these chicks. You know why? All of these chicks, they're really looking for love, or they're not really the hoe that they claim they are on the song. Sexy Red was that. When you see the real, the fake just doesn't look at the same anymore. I'm going to be very honest with you. I think King Von killed niggas like Meek Mill. When I hear Meek Mill rap, I hear cap. When I hear King Von rap, I hear truth. Big difference. I'm going to get to Meek Mill a little bit later. Remind me. Because that is my diagnosis of what happened to the City Girls. They came out with a provocative sound that reminded us of like these provocative like female artists, Lil' Kim, Kaya, Trina. And when these artists came out and was provocative, when I heard Lil' Kim say she could make a Sprite can disappear in her throat, that was dope. When I hear real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga and they're talking like, oh yeah, who cares if I'm a prostitute or an escort or I seem like it? Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I fuck you and the other nigga, your friend with the bag. What killed all of that was Sexy Red. When you see the real, the fake doesn't matter. Pooh Shiesty's real. Meek Mill ain't did one thing that he rapped about, respectfully. Pooh Shiesty's real. There's a bunch of other names that they ain't did the shit. They've witnessed it from their folks' pad and scribbled in their notepad to create their bars. When I listen to Young Boy, I know that boy was in a shootout. Niggas got shot in the neck at 16. I know the bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies behind all the shit he said. When he said, I'm gonna lay your head on a fucking pillow if you creep. Come on, I know what he's talking about. Factuals. When I hear Meek say, yo, 4 a.m., I'm gonna spin in Philly, I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Respectfully, I gotta tell you, drill music killed gangster rap. Gangster rap is like shit we can't prove. Drill music, we see it on the news. I actually believe Pooh Shiesty is drill music. What he's rapping about, he's actually did. You see it. That's what drill is. Remember what drill is. Drill was before niggas in Chicago went on their drill, they would do these chants. Bitches love souls, huh? You know what I mean? Like, yo, and they would get these chants that wasn't really stylistically about how great you were. It was about telling the ops, we just killed your man, we're about to go kill you, or we just shot you. It was explicit. And I'm a little bit, I gotta say this, and remember, I got no problem with Meek, but I gotta send that message to him because your type of music got killed by a realer type of music. The niggas who liked you, they sacrificed your lyricism because they wanted to hear real. Who I smoke. Meek ain't never said one nigga he killed. He never killed nobody. That's the thing. Again, the hip-hop audience, it has an insatiable thirst for realness and for savages. Don't blame academics. Yeah, I did the war in Chirac. I did it not because I forced it on people. I did it because there was a need. So we're going to get back to that. But let's stay on Young Miami for a bit. Young Miami became the outdated computer. Anybody ever try to use a iPhone 14 like right now? That shit is slower than a motherfucker, huh? You know that one bitch that got that slow ass phone? You cannot FaceTime her for nothing. You're like, this bitch is broke. Yeah. That's what Young Miami and JT became. I'm going to tell you why. It's not the music. Well, partially it's because of the music, because they were speaking even though they were way more direct than other artists, they're way more direct than Cardi B. But they were kind of skirting around it. Then you hear somebody says, I ain't no whatever type bitch, I'm a hoe. Oh my God. There we go. I've always thought that. But the bigger problem than the realness that killed the fake, and let me explain a little bit more about the fake. The lifestyle that Young Miami used to rap about, she wasn't living. JT was rapping about she wasn't living. JT wanted love. JT came in this game, I think she was dating Yachty. Yachty's fucked a lot of chicks, but no disrespect to JT. But like, I think Yachty might have been with Mariah the Scientist first. I think he might have been with, I think Yachty be getting him first. I don't know how he do it. How that nigga do it like that? How does he do it? But anyway, Yachty used to date, or I don't know what the situation is. It's one of them. It's like hazy, like JT. That's how we got to pen the lines. Real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga. That was Yachty's bars. It wasn't Young Miami nor JT. The problem with these women is that they were marketing whoredom, but in reality, they wanted love. Let me say it again. They were marketing whoredom, but in reality, after they got rich, this is what man. I told you this about the Ruby Rose thing. Bitches are only hoes when they broke. Once they get money and that's not their main thing, now they want love. Because for women, money is over love. So they only look for real love once they already got some money. Ruby Rose lit on Instagram or lit on OnlyFans now. She's shaming people who talking about cheating. She believes in real relationships. Bitch, you done dated 5 niggas from Atlanta. Like, you ain't find one real relationship then? Come on now. You did Lil TJ, DDG, you, Travis Scott fucked you. You got fucked by Cardi. No love. But now, after you're now a multimillionaire, it's time for love. I got you. Ain't it ironic, chat? But let's get back to the topic. Chat, tell me if you like when I'm flowing like this. Just tell me if you like when I'm flowing like this. They both wanted love. JT finds Uzi. She's in love. She's still singing about, I want a scammer. I want the nigga who's just spending the this. I want that, blah, blah, blah. But she's following behind Uzi. Uzi's her man. She's in love. Okay. This chick over here, she basically says, I'm in love with a billionaire. Whatever he want me to do, I do. It's more profitable than music. They wasn't getting money off music like that, chat. She goes to promote her music. She's talking about Diddy. They send her with the CD for her music. She got DeLeon on the table. Her label is basically saying we haven't recouped. Diddy is giving her hundreds of $1,000s and Maybachs and houses. Her focus gets off of music. Her focus becomes pleasing the billionaire. As I said, if she was what she said, she wouldn't fall off like that for Diddy. She would have been a hustler. Basically, what then happened was City Girls was done. City Girls was done because the real came in. I keep telling you, when the real come in, the fake look crazy. By the way, I do want to have that conversation. All y'all gangster rappers, I'm telling y'all, don't blame me. Your career got killed by drill music. Not me pushing drill music. Fans, after a while, would listen to you and say, you're just saying a bunch of nonsense. They would listen to the Killers and say, that's some real shit. The niggas who used to listen to Meek Mill went on and listened to King Von. Trust. Went on to listen to Lil Durk. Trust. Because niggas got smarter. They knew how to research. All right, what's going on? Oh, shit. Smirkio linked up with THF and shit. Like, they're beefing with these niggas from 40 something. They know the whole lore. When you just rapping, they're like, man, this nigga is just a poet. This nigga doing slam poetry, nigga. This nigga like Jay-Z at a Roots picnic, nigga. Like, what's going on? Tell me if I'm not telling the truth. Let's get back to the topic, though. Tell me if you don't like this type of cooking, chat. Give me a little bit of season. I need a little bit of season. Okay, I need some paprika. I need that jerk season over there. Is that black pepper? Bring that too. Come on. So, back to the city girls. Told you when the real show up, the fake look crazy. Glorilla becomes the girl gangster, the girl hood bitch. Sexy Red becomes the girl hoe. Gets rid of the city girls. Their label give up on them. They kind of try to salvage JT because she seems more focused on the music. Carisha doesn't give a fuck about the music. She cares about Diddy. Diddy goes to jail after the Go Poppy. Diddy goes to jail. Her show gets canceled. It's no longer on Revolt. Remember she had a show? Carisha, please. Canceled. Sugar Daddy's out of here. But somebody put her in the studio and they gave her a song. Y'all know how that song go. I want to congratulate her for having that song because I'm going to be honest with you, and I've seen her get emotional, and I want to give her credit too, even though sometimes I give harsh criticism, but I want to give credit too. I thought she had given up on music. When she came out to the BET Awards, what's going on? I can't search. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, they logged me out. What in the fuck? Okay. All right, we found it anyway. When Young Miami walked out, her song that has now been percolating through the airwaves and the hoods and through the bonnet factory. This is like a bonnet anthem. A chick with a bonnet, spin that shit. Spin that shit. She walked out to the BET Awards and they gave her a loud applause and they sang her ratchet anthem word for word. Young Miami is back in the game, y'all. Here we go. Not gonna lie, that's a great look. That's a great look. If you don't know the song, it's called Spend That by Young Miami. It is going crazy, and I will say, you know, I call a spade a spade. One of the hottest songs for sure this year. If you don't know the lyrics, maybe you've heard one of your friends type this in a group chat, or if you're dealing with maybe an escort, she's probably said this to you. I'll read it out. Where my scamming ass niggas at, spending that money fast, 20s, 50s, hundreds, cash. Boy, getting that go-yard bag. Boosting bitches, where y'all at? Stuffing that shit in y'all bag just to flip it and pop some tags. Girl, go in that go-yard bag. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Spend that fucking shit. Nigga, spend that shit. It's so crazy. The best course of the year might just be literally women, the most popular thing that women text men. Nigga, spend that shit. Feels like, spend that shit, nigga. Anyway. I've never got to verse 1. I usually cut it off here. I'm not gonna lie. Right here, I cut it off. I ain't gonna. Okay. So she had a good ovation. Now, here is the interesting part about all of this. So, if you don't know, India.Arie, she is known, by the way, she's an older artist. A lot of people consider her like more like a soul singer. She was acoustic soul when she came out. She's kind of known to be the woman who would sing about virtue, morals. You know, you could do better. You could, you should want to have some self-esteem. But I'm going to be honest with you. It's 2026. Self-esteem, morals, what the fuck? Virtue, what the hell? Anyway, that's her thing. And when she saw the broad acceptance of Young Miami spend that shit, given the fact that Young Miami was basically listed in the criminal complaint against Diddy as maybe not a victim, but one of the women that may have been trafficked, but she was definitely participating in freak-offs. Now she comes back with a hit song saying, "Where my scamming ass niggas at?" Basically, she's India.Arie saying these messages are corrupting the youth. This is corrupting the youth. I got a video on this. Let's get straight to it, because she didn't really make a video, but she did some stuff. Here we go, Chad.
Reporting live from Ibis Club, 5+ News, I'm Janaba.
All y'all promoting that Carisha song, spend that shit. Y'all are the reason why our community's in shambles. We already know that bitch is low vibrational and was trafficking drugs for Diddy. Did y'all forget that she was a part of it and then wrote a pardon letter to the fucking judge? Do y'all not understand what y'all are promoting? And y'all go promote this ghetto ass, trashy ass bitch is crazy work to me. It's crazy work. We got little boys that are getting shot up because they're being profiled, right, as thieves and scammers, and y'all are still outside. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Grow the up. And when you have to make a GoFundMe for your sons, don't come to the internet.
As mentioned on Sunday, BET will air its 2026 BET Awards hosted by Drewski. The night appears to have been appreciated by many viewers, but still has also gained a large amount of critics. Now, one moment in particular is standing out and receiving some backlash, when rapper Young Miami, who during the night by Drewski would be presented as having the song of the summer, Spin That, would take to the stage to help present the BET Her Award. Now, as soon as she would come to the stage, the crowd would begin to cheer and sing the lyrics to her current hit. For those who don't know, the chorus of the song says, "Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Spend that money fast. 20s, 50s, 100s, cash. Boy, go in that go y'all bag. Boosting bitches where y'all at. Stuffing that shit in y'all bag. Just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, go in that go yard bag.
Spin that shit. Spin that shit.
Spin that shit." Now, for Miami, the moment looked to have felt good, given that she would receive a warm reception from the audience and her peers. Now, despite how it may have appeared on TV, several viewers, including former BET Awards winner India.Arie, would criticize the praise that Miami is receiving for a song that some are calling toxic to the black community and her having a past relationship with Diddy. A user on Threads would write, "This woman stood by and defended a man accused of rape, human trafficking, revenge porn, assault, attempted murder, and more. We all watched him beat the shit out of a young woman he groomed since she was 17 years old. She wrote a character witness statement on his behalf. She also doubled down on her statement that if her son were gay, she would beat his ass. And what did y'all do? Give her song of the summer. Y'all are the reason we'll never be free." This comment would end up being reshared over 1,500 times. Now, in the replies section is where India.Arie will go on to share her issues with the song. As you should know, Arie's music represents what some have labeled neo-soul, which is a genre known for smoother tones with messagings meant to uplift and empower. Like her 2006 song, "I'm Not My Hair." For her reply, Arie would go on to say, "I finally realized that not everybody wants to get free. And it was a very, very, very rude awakening, shaking my head, because the mass acceptance of this song is a crystal clear sign of this much bigger truth." Now, immediately following her remark, one user would go on to say, "Are you surprised? They still eat McDonald's." And in return, Arie would respond with, "No, I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed." Now, Arie's criticism of the song being praised wouldn't stop there. While responding to another user, she would further explain her issues. A user on Threads would say, I'm calling a boycott of Young Miami's song Spin That. I believe it's degrading to our culture. At some point, we have to take seriously the power music has over our perception and the values it reinforces. This can't be the song of the summer. In response, Ari would go on to say, I spent my entire adult life caring way too much because I finally learned that not everybody cares with a capital C, and explaining it to them is not going to make them care. Everything you listen to or eat is going to influence you, so make wise choices, y'all. Now, across pages like TikTok, the song would continue to be called out by other users.
The devil is laughing at us as black people right now. You know how dumb we look? Because he got him a beautiful, black, influential woman, Young Miami, to make a hit song that's super catchy, that's glorifying scamming, shoplifting, and street life. And people who know better in the culture are too afraid to say something because they don't want to seem like a hater. Then when white people start jamming to her, we not even offended no more. Watch this. We like, oh, she lit. Invite her to the barbecue. But she not worried about if her grandkids going to become scammers or shoplifters or caught up in the streets. That's something we got to worry about with our kids. Because, of course, we make it cool first.
Okay, my role model was Felicia Rashad. Okay, that's the woman I wanted to be like. I never seen my mom with her tongue out. I never seen my mom sucking dick. I never seen my mom twerking. I never seen my mom outside half naked. I never seen none of that shit. So when y'all get in these comments trying to promote that ghetto ass behavior, get your ghetto ass off my fucking page. The fact that your mother is with her fucking tongue out lets me know everything that I need to know. And I feel sorry for you. I feel really sorry for you. I said what the thing. All y'all promoting that Carisha song, Spend That shit, y'all are the reason why our community's in shambles. We already know that bitch is low vibrational and was trafficking drugs for Diddy. Did y'all forget that she was a part of it and then wrote a pardon letter to the fucking judge? Do y'all not understand what y'all are promoting? And y'all go promote this ghetto ass, trashy ass bitch? Is crazy work to me. It's crazy work. We got little boys that are getting shot up because they're being profiled, right, as thieves and scammers, and y'all are still outside. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Grow the f*** up. And when you have to make a GoFundMe for your sons, don't come to the internet. Y'all will get up here and promote a Carisha dance, but ain't speak about that little boy getting shot or Carmelo being locked up on love. Y'all irk the shit out of me in this community. I just want to let y'all know that. Y'all ain't shit. But then y'all want the whole community to come together after y'all flash money at prom and stacks and something happens to your kids and now you need a GoFundMe. What happened to that money at prom? Get that ghetto shit away from me. I swear to God, I don't want it around.
While many dance and jig to a song that glorifies stealing and everything underneath the sun of what it means to be a so-called hustler, Young Miami racks dollars upon dollars, has her own business, never teaching you to have your own, but encouraging you to not only listen to her songs, but continue to live beneath the very level that you were always meant to rise above. There are so many examples of young parents whose children suffered the consequences of shoplifting and hustling because the parents were discipled by people like Young Miami and the spirit that operate behind them. Most recent and possible subject is that of Cohen Wiley, a 1-year-old baby who was now dead because his mother was a suspect of possible shoplifting. You see, people like Young Miami will feed this nonsense to you
because boosting bitches, popping tags, stuffing their bags. And I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to let you know right now that Young Miami song Spin That is absolutely trash. Put it in the trash bag, and everybody else who likes, supports, or listens to it. Because I'm trying to figure out, how does a woman, a beautiful woman at that, with, I think she has 2 boys, is making this type of music and not empowering, but oppressing her people?
They're using Young Miami, and they're using music that's just like this to entice young black youth to go out there and commit crime.
Now, in regards to some of the backlash she's currently receiving, Miami doesn't appear to want to publicly address it and instead is focusing on her current success. Online commentator and personality Tasha K will share her praise for her fellow Florida native while highlighting Miami moving past several allegations and her time with Diddy. On X, Tasha K would write, I just love how Young Miami walked out to present the award at BET, and everyone in the room gave her a standing ovation. No one was told to get up and clap for her. It happened organically. Sis got in her bag despite her controversy and put out her music. She allowed the public to vote. No paid bots, views, comments, no drama or beefs, no feel sorry for me, I'm a victim promo, just pure talent, pure dedication, focused and driven. She's a Florida girl for real. Congratulations, Young Miami. This is your moment. Now, Miami herself would go on to catch this message from Tasha K and will respond with thank you. So let's talk about it more in the comments below. Does NDRE and other critics of Spin That have a point that music like this can be harmful to a community, or are they overreacting to people just having a good time? And for more news in comedy, culture, and sports, be sure to subscribe.
Ole! What do y'all think about that one, chat? What do y'all think? Let me go check the comment section. I gotta see what's popping in the chat. Let me go to the Academy. Let's see what's popping on the Academy. What do y'all think about this in the Academy? I'm tapped in. I'm here. What y'all think? Just want to get y'all opinion before I get mine. Okay. Okay. I say W, outrage culture, a little bit of hating. It's too woke. Somebody laughing. It's the next topic. Okay. It's y'all fault. Y'all put down art. Okay. They weird. Okay. All right. Let me go to King Akademiks real quick. Let me see what y'all thinking about this. This is always like a cultural divide. It's like morals has now entered the arena. So crabs in a bucket, music is wash. White people love gangster rap, speaking facts. Okay. Hey, let me just say this. It's my opinion. Young Miami, with all due respect, and NDRE, I don't know who just gave you a cell phone or just gave you an internet plan, but delete it. If this is the first time you've had some, and I'm pretty sure it hasn't, but if this is the thing that has bothered you, let me tell you that Young Miami ain't saying nothing that these other chicks ain't saying. Matter of fact, Young Miami's tame with it. We got to introduce you to Sexy Red. We got to introduce you to some YK Niece. We got to introduce you to some of the people who really going at it. Like, what you're talking about right here is just light. I want to defend Young Miami for her song. Young Miami has been irrelevant. She's been damn near a sex worker for 3 or 4 years while Diddy was in and out of whatever. And she finally got one. And for her to have a legend like NDRE specifically call her out, I think was disappointing. NDRE, let me give you a real wake-up call on the culture that you have helped build. She's not the only one trying to. I remember when people try to jump on Kaya for my neck, my back, lick my. I remember when people tried that. But they were ignoring conveniently at that time that there was a lot of other women singing promiscuous lyrics. It's always the one that catches on that catches the hate. I know that well because a lot of people are covering Chirac. They blame the entire Chicago genocide on me. It's whoever who gets the most popular gets the blame. Let me just say this, and I want to give NDRE some education if she didn't know. And respect to the legend, so I'm going to deal with her in a very, light tone. Ma'am, the entire hip-hop is degenerate. This is the culture that we now live in. This is, I would probably want to argue, black culture in general that's promoted. Young Miami, she might not be in the middle of the spectrum, but she's not that far off from the message being sent by every artist. Let me run down a bunch of lists of people that you might know that is no better than her. So y'all hear about SZA? SZA, Summer Walker, aka Pizza Hut. They're both making openly side chick music. These chicks have no shame. They're making music about being the other girl or being the fact that their guy's fucking another girl. No shame, side chick music. Cardi B, love her, that's my friend. But Cardi B's rapping about fucking on your man when her man fucking on another bitch. Listen, we get into it. Meg Thee Stallion, what could I say about it? Meg just rapping about lying. Let's keep it a beat. Lying, nigga. Lying and setting niggas up. Not that far off from what Young Miami's doing. Okay? I know you might be like, well, you're not familiar with some of these names. Beyonce wasn't no different anyway. Okay? Beyonce wasn't no different anyway. Beyonce was singing about that degeneracy too. All my single ladies. To the left, to the left. I could have another you in a minute. Ho. Straight up. That's how they was giving it up. Like, this is the type of music that's popping. Like, this is not just Young Miami. This is black culture. Nicki Minaj is rapping about let's be independent, but still finesse your mans. Yes, she does that. I know. They all do it. This is the whole culture of rap. Don't call out just one. And we don't even got to stick with the females. The males are doing it too. These days, listen, when you talk about your type of music, Indie Irie, we could talk about other artists back in the day that had a lot of decorum when talking about women. Oh, man. Nah, I want to, like R&B songs or even like songs with melody would be like, oh, yeah, I want to show you a good time. I want to, earn your love. You know what's popping these days? Indie Irie, I'm putting you on game. Who getting fucked tonight? Who getting fucked tonight? Who getting fucked tonight? Who getting fucked tonight? Yo, it's time for the threesome. Don't blame it on one person, man. I'm going to give you what the culture is giving us. Oh, y'all think it was just only that song? You know what song I like? He ain't been on the charts in mad long. They tried to cancel him. You know what he came back on the charts with? Pop that thing, let it clap, ride that dick with. Spread them cheeks, let us see that. Spread them cheeks, let us see that hole. Suck that thing till your throat gets so. That's what's popping in music. Indie Irie, I don't know who finally gave you a phone or internet, but log back off. This is universal. Hip-hop is degenerate. The culture has been at this state. Young Miami, she's one of the least offenders because I keep telling you, she might get one, but she don't live it. There's people that sing it and live it. So please, Indie Irie, I think you owe, I know you're the legend and you got to respect your elders, but you owe Young Miami an apology. You singled her out for no reason, saying it's a scammer song. By the way, I'm not here defending scammers. What I'm here saying is that every time we like a goddamn song in hip-hop, it's fucking degenerate. It's nasty. It's encouraging crime. It's encouraging whoredom. It's encouraging lack of families. It's encouraging stealing, robbing, lying. Y'all can't tell me the last positive hip-hop song. Actually, I think I could. But it's not even hip-hop. It was Afrobeats. It's Thames. Thames. That's the only person. Doja Cat singing about the devil. I would love to know what Lizzo was singing about, but she flopped, so I don't know what she was singing about. But basically, nobody's singing about positive shit. Please don't single out this woman. She been peed on enough. Enough is enough. She's dealt with pee defecation. Come on, you're a legend. Don't try to do what Diddy did to her. Give her a pass. Finally, she's not on her knees receiving goddamn urine. She's finally on the Billboard charts, and I'm happy for that woman. This woman was on her knees receiving urine. Now she's on the charts. It's like seeing a damn crackhead actually get a job at, like, you know what I mean? I get a job as a garbage man. He's like, all right, at least you got a job, gang. Like, at least you got a job, bro. Come on. So I just want to sit here and, Young Miami, I know you thought the day would never come where I'm defending you, but I'm going to defend you even against the legend. Indie Irie, look around in the whole culture. The entire shit is negative. There ain't no positive music popping off. Women have to sing about being side chicks, whores, being in polys, getting pissed on. Oh, I'm just finessing a guy. Nothing of wholesome nature. Yo, back in the days, when you think about like Luther Vandross, a house is not a home. When you think about even Neo, I'm so sick of love songs. So that shit don't exist. Nowadays it's about like, bitch, I'm gonna dick slap you, ride that shit, ride it up. Like, bro, this shit is degenerate. Like, straight up. Where am I scamming ass? For real. I can't blame it on one person, bro. I gotta keep it a bean. I can't, man. I can't. And by the way, I'm sorry. The garbage man is not bad. I was just trying to think of, someone who could elevate from being a crackhead.